Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, my name is Katie. If you haven't checked out my other channel yet, my handle is at Katie, C-A-D-Y, all lowercase, underscore YouTube, all lowercase. I will put that in the description below for my Instagram, which you also can type in to find me on YouTube. Anyway, so in this video, I am going to talk about anxiety and how to deal with panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and I may even share my experience. So, first things first, I want to talk about something that I feel is very helpful to have for anxiety, struggles, and just making it through your day without really any issues. If you have any bags, any makeup bags laying around in your house, I recommend getting yourself a makeup bag. If you don't have one already, you could probably find some at the dollar store. You don't need to get a super expensive one. Get a cheap one that's gonna last you a while, but that's not super expensive. Then I recommend, on an index card, writing out the steps to a grounding technique. One of my favorite techniques is called the 5 sense technique. So basically, the 5 senses that everyone has. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. So, my advice is have a sticky note, have a notepad, have a little notebook in your anxiety kit with a grounding technique written out. Maybe have a list keeping track of what you have in there so you know when you need to stock up and make sure that you know the amount. Then I recommend having minty type of things. So gum, whatever gum you like. I get a 3-pack of the Orbit gum. Mints. I recommend if you're going to use mints, don't put more than 10 in your anxiety kit, because if you put too much, it's going to be full of mints, and then it's not going to look nice and organized. And do you really need 15 mints? Do you need 20? Do you need a whole bag of mints in your little anxiety kit? No. So start with maybe 10, because you don't want it to be too low, because maybe you're out and about, maybe you forget to fill it, maybe you're busy, and then you get very anxious and have an attack, and you have nothing to calm yourself down before or during the attack, or to help you after the attack happens. So make sure that you have some mints and some gum. Like I said, have a grounding technique written down. So another piece of advice I have for the grounding technique would be to make sure you have it written down, because you may have it memorized, but say you're struggling and you have a friend. So if you're in school and if you're still in school, whether it's college or high school or middle school or even elementary school, if you have a friend that knows about your anxiety, make sure you have at least one trusted friend, a trusted adult that knows about your anxiety, knows that maybe you have a kit to help you with your anxiety. Have someone that you trust know about it. So maybe you run out of the classroom, like I did a lot, and you don't grab your anxiety kit, because if you're in the middle of a panic attack or anxiety attack, you're not thinking clearly. You're not going to think, oh, hey, let me just grab my anxiety kit. No, you're going to run out of the room. So have someone that you trust in one of your classes that's a friend of yours know about it, so that maybe they can bring the kit out to you. But if you are having an attack, you might need someone to talk you through it, to help you through it. And that's where having your grounding technique, having something that will calm you written down is. So while you're freaking out, if a friend comes out with the anxiety kit, maybe they can pull this out and remind you. You can say, hey, paper, just make sure they kind of know about your anxiety kit. But if you have it written out, it helps them because they can pull out the paper, they can read it off to you, make sure it's written so that both you and whoever's helping you can understand what it means. It's important that you have it written out so that if someone's helping you, they can talk you through it. I also have a mental health ribbon that I made in here because to me, now a lot of you are probably like, okay, what's this for? To me, when I was making my anxiety kit, I was just trying to think, okay, what do I have that I could maybe play with a little bit or rub my fingers against to distract myself while I'm freaking out? Like, something like this. You could take it apart, you could put it back together, you could just play around with it a little bit. So have something you can maybe play around with a little bit, something that's not going to distract other people. I do not recommend fidget spinners or fidget cubes or whatever. I mean, if that helps you, that's perfectly fine. But if you're in school, there are some schools that don't want fidget spinners. When fidget spinners came out, all teachers, everyone just kept wanting to confiscate them because it was getting annoying. So I recommend having something that might not get taken away from you. So maybe a ribbon that you can pull apart and put back together. Maybe something that distracts you or that calms you down. That's relaxing, that you can rub, something soft and comforting. Basically, in your anxiety kit, put things that are going to stay fresh for a while in here that are also calming. They're supposed to help you relax because things like oranges, fruit, some people may be eating healthy when they haven't been eating healthy lately, might calm their anxiety, and maybe that's why they start freaking out because they started eating unhealthy because their life was getting busy, and so they stopped eating healthy and started eating junk, and eating healthy will make them feel better, so they want to go back to it. But that stuff can get moldy, and then your anxiety kit can be ruined. Maybe your purse gets ruined. Maybe your backpack gets ruined because the bag started leaking. Another thing I recommend having in here that I don't have in here currently, I do not know where it went to, but I recommend having some kind of an essential oil in here. Things like peppermint and lavender I've heard are good. I've seen other anxiety kit videos out on YouTube where people would have essential oils in their kit and have lavender or peppermint. So those, again, calming oils, calming things that will calm you down. Maybe another thing you could put in there is a bracelet that's, maybe a dollar store bracelet, something tacky that's not super expensive, not super fancy, that you can just put in there and kind of play with. So bracelet would be good. That's pretty much it for the anxiety kit. Other things I recommend. Use a breathing technique. So breathe in for 4, then hold it for 4 seconds, then breathe out for another 4 seconds, and keep doing that until you have calmed down. And it's okay if you need to step out of the classroom, if you need to step aside, step away from whatever you're doing, and take a break. Take a breather. It's okay not to be okay. And the thing with society this day and age is we put that into people's minds that you have to be okay 24/7. You have to smile 24/7. If you're depressed, if you don't smile, if you are angry all the time, nobody's going to like you. Everybody's going to hate you. They're not going to want anything to do with you. If those are people in your life, if you have been through this kind of a thing and you're still going through it, that relationship is not worth it. If it's your parents, grandparents, people you were, a family you were born into or a family you were adopted by, if you're a child still, there's only so much you can do. But your friends, people at school, any adult in your life that you can leave that isn't family, leave. Because, yeah, it's hard getting out of a tough relationship. It's hard when you sit there and you love someone nonstop, and then you come to find that they don't love you, that they just wanted to hurt you, just wanted to take advantage of you. It's better to be sad about a relationship that didn't work out, that you went through, that you put so much time and effort into for a few minutes, but to get out of that. Take care of yourself. By getting yourself out of that relationship, you're going to feel better. I guarantee it. It is hard for yours, but one day you're going to get out into the world and you're going to see that you don't need those people that are treating you that way. My whole point of that little story is it's okay not to be okay. Anyone who has told you otherwise, they're wrong. Be yourself. If you're not okay, don't be afraid to speak up and say, I am not okay. And this is part of why people struggling with anxiety, depression, different issues don't get help. Because they're simply too scared to ask for help. Because they feel if they ask for help, they're going to be shunned. If they ask for help, somebody is going to hate them or leave them or wants to hurt them. I'm here on YouTube making these videos to say you are not alone. And I hope that with my videos on this channel, as I continue to use this channel and my other channel, I hope that I can help you. And if you need any advice, anyone to talk to, please DM me on Instagram that I will leave in the description below. I'm sorry that this video is so long. I'm sorry that I went one moment from talking about the anxiety kit to rambling on about it being okay not to be okay. And I will admit, it took me a while to come to terms with the fact that it's okay not to be okay. Because some things are easier said than done. We can say it's okay not to be okay. We can say I'm going to clean my room. But then actually being able to do it, actually being able to feel like it's okay to not be okay, is hard in this day and age. But you just got to learn to believe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Yes, maybe you go to bed laying next to someone. But in all reality, even though you have someone to support you and your decisions, who's been with you your whole entire life? From the day you were born till the day you die. You. When everybody's at work, when everybody's at school, who's with you? You. Even if there's people around you, you have yourself. And that should be enough. Yes, it's good to have people around us that we trust, that trust us, that we can be good friends with, that we are in a relationship with, whether it's family-wise or dating-wise or marriage-wise. All I'm trying to say is take care of yourself, take care of your family. But even when you take care of your family, if your mom or dad, a grandparent, a parent that's fostering or adopting a kid, make sure you make time for yourself. Spend time each day taking the time out for yourself. Whether it's before everyone wakes up, after everyone goes to bed, sometime during the day. Take care of yourself because you are worth it. And I love you all. I hope this helped. Bye, guys.